Look at the sheer scale of this crowd in this packed stadium. Now imagine trying to replicate that density across 3 entire nations. The 2026 World Cup has the largest geographic footprint in tournament history, driving global demand through the roof. And to get a standard seat, you have to throw your name into a completely unpredictable, oversubscribed global ticket lottery. That system creates a massive headache. You are trying to book international flights and hotels months in advance, but you have zero idea if you will actually make it past the stadium gates. For most people, the hardest part isn't necessarily affording a baseline ticket. It is surviving the harsh mathematical unlikelihood of your name being drawn in that lottery. There is one immediate way to bypass that chaos: the official FIFA hospitality portal. The marketing brochures will focus on gourmet catering and VIP treatment, but what you are actually buying is a very expensive insurance policy. This matrix outlines your trade-off. Weigh the low-cost, high-risk lottery against a high-priced guarantee of a seat. Whether that premium makes sense depends on which profile you fit: the corporate buyer, high-net-worth fan, or budget stretcher. If you try to buy a package without matching your specific profile to the right tier, you are going to waste thousands of dollars. Let's start with the base tier options, commonly known as Match Club or shared lounge packages. Here is what is actually included. You get access to a communal tent outside the stadium and a street food-style buffet. More importantly, you get a Category 1 ticket somewhere in the lower or middle bowl. But the math is brutal. You are paying thousands of dollars above the standard face value for that specific seat. This tier attracts the budget stretcher. This is the die-hard fan who is terrified of getting shut out of the tournament and is scraping together the funds to guarantee a spot. If you buy this expecting a Michelin-level culinary experience to match the price tag, you will be deeply disappointed. At this entry level, you are essentially overpaying for hot dogs and beer strictly to buy your way out of the ticketing lottery. Moving up, the mid-tier options like premium lounges and business seats come with a significant jump in cost. Look at this space. At this level, you get dedicated VIP entrances, premium curated drinks, and an uncrowded pre-match environment. For a corporate buyer focused on client retention, this controlled setting yields a high return on investment. When you are hosting clients, the seamless logistics, easy parking, and reduced friction matter far more than the details of the match itself. But there is a major trade-off. These polished, quiet lounges physically remove you from the raw, chaotic energy of the grandstands. They are brilliant investments for closing a deal, but they distance true football purists from the exact atmosphere they traveled so far to experience. Then there is the highest echelon, private suites and pearl lounges, which require staggering 6-figure commitments. This level provides absolute control. You get total privacy, dedicated concierges, direct-to-suite parking, and an aesthetic dripping in heavy luxury. What you are paying for here is experiential insulation. As that heavy glass closes, peak luxury becomes defined by complete separation from the general public. High-net-worth individuals prioritize this level of absolute privacy and security over rubbing shoulders in a crowded concourse. It is a completely sanitized viewing experience compared to the sweat and noise of sitting down in the general bowl. Maximum prestige and comfort at this top tier ultimately means watching the World Cup through glass, entirely insulated from the event itself. To decide if hospitality makes sense, use this decision tree. For client entertainment, trace this path to mid-tier premium lounges or top-tier private suites. For fans wanting access, we split by capital. If on a strict budget, the mathematical choice is the standard ticket lottery. Whether your intent is closing business, sitting in total comfort, or sheer desperation to get in the building, that specific goal has to dictate your strategy in the portal. A final warning for corporate buyers: do not buy entry-level shared lounge packages and expect to impress high-value clients. And for everyday fans, do not drain your savings for an entry-level package unless you consciously accept that you are paying a massive tax strictly for a guaranteed seat. This entire market is shaped by one inescapable reality. The global demand for 2026 vastly outstrips the physical supply of seats. No one is truly paying thousands of dollars for the buffet food on offer. The official hospitality portal is not selling a culinary experience. It is selling the rarest commodity in the World Cup ecosystem: certainty.